Tapos ka na?
Not. I did.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Aray ko. Ay, may water ka. Hello to the first viewer. Hello to the first viewer. Or is it me? Let's start with where are you from? I'll combine the North and South America. 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 Ay! Nope. Ooh, nope. Nope. Currency Center, good morning. You are our first viewer. I prematurely started a poll, so I'm canceling it. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I will start again. From Asia, America, Europe, Africa. Start poll. Yes, I started it prematurely, so I'm removing it and now I'm adding it. So, just for me to have a very good idea of where my viewers are from, I've created a poll survey so you can answer. Thank you so much for those who voted already. Hello, Leslie Zen. Thank you. Oh, did I?
He probably was on the verge of answering, and then.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Currency was on the verge of answering the poll.
Yeah, Joe, hello. Steve Serrano, hello. William, hello from the US. Where is my husband? He is here beside me, sitting.
Yeah, high currency.
Queen Elizabeth. Um, Joe Verson, hello. Rita Rajput, hi. Brazil. Albert Jr., hello. So thank you so much everybody for being here. Please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. So just a quick introduction about our channel. We are about sharing the places that we have visited here in Canada. Currently, it is concentrated in the province of Alberta, particularly in the Calgary and in the Bow Valley area. Also, we do share some clips of our cats every Wednesday. We call that midweek meowdness. So if you want to watch the past videos that we have posted, please do check our playlist of midweek meowdness and enjoy the cuteness of our cat. Also, every night we do live streams, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if that is something that you like, please do subscribe. And for those who are silent viewers, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you being here today. Um, Joverson, we are originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. Fairs, hello. Okay, so tonight our travel is, no, our topic is about why the year 2000s is being considered an uneventful decade. So we will talk about, or we will think about the years 2000 to 2009. Thank you, Currency. Adonis Rockstar, you're here. Hello, hello. So everybody who are new to our silent viewers as well, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. Uttam Das, hello. You did. So let me check what's the result of our poll survey. So 30% of our viewers are from Asia. 10% are from Europe and from Africa. So hello, hello. So most of our viewers are still located in America. Thank you so much, everybody, for voting. I'm just gonna put the poll survey in there with regards to your location, and then we'll just gonna change that or end that whenever we have a new pool survey to do. ABD, hello. Adolf Hitler, hello. So everybody, please subscribe to our channel if you are new here. Funny and insightful, hello. Damon Place, COD, hi. We are good, thank you for asking. How are you? Okay. So for those who are new, who just came in the live stream, we will be talking about why the year 2000s is an uneventful decade. So that's gonna be from the year 2000 to the year 2009. Joey Zimmer, Shab Udin, hello. should I put like where are you from? Should I put India separately in
Yeah, I
the
think India
choices?
should be a should be a separate option for the pool. Oh, we have someone from
Yeah.
Calgary.
Hi Graham.
Oh, Graham. Wow, Graham's back.
Rekha Baines is here as well. Um okay. So let me pull my talking points. Oopsie. Mm. Blue, hi. So anyways, let me just adjust my screen here. Oops. So, anime editor, hello. Hi, Prabhu Singh. If you are new, everybody, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, so for the year 2000s, being an uneventful decade, this is just like a it's subjective to everybody, and it would vary depending on your individual perspective. So we're just gonna talk about like the general thing. And one might think though that um, how can a decade like the year 2000 to 2009 be considered uneventful when it is actually a decade filled with the rise of social media, the invention of iPhones, and some significant global events like the 9/11. So if those things happened in the year 2000, why is it considered uneventful still? So there might be several reasons. If you want to contribute, feel free in the comment section. So I think I'm gonna end our poll, and before we start actually discussing, I would like to ask you if you actually agree with that statement. um what?
Well, this was like literally nothing happened in the thousands. I know. I mean, it's crazy to think when you look back that the year 2000s was 20 years ago, or no, more than 20 years ago. That's wild. Like I always feel like the 2000s have no what pop culture identity as opposed to what the 90s, 80s, 70s, even 60s, 50s.
Wolf Chief, we are originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. Damon Blake, can you shout out my friend?
Oh, Timothy Cavalieri.
Mig Her. Timothy Cavalieri, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hello. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. So anyways, before I end the poll, just a quick update. Asia is 36%, Europe 5%, and Africa is 9%. And still, the most viewers come from America, which is 50%. Okay, let me end this poll and start a new one. Do you agree that the year 2000s is uneventful? So, strongly agree, somewhat agree, somewhat disagree, and strongly disagree. Okay. And if you want to put your reason, feel free to do so. Torin, hello. The Bronx, yo. Mr. Bryant. Hello, hello to the new viewers of our live stream, Jay, yo. So anyways, let me check. We have few people who voted already. And wow. People feel strongly about their opinions about this one. So, 50% said strongly disagree. 33% strongly agree. And, oh, now it's tie. Strongly agree and disagree is tie by 43%, and somewhat disagree is 14, or okay, it's moving. I'm gonna let you finish voting here. Luis Camilo, hello. Hi, Quabena's channel. Hello, Taruk. Okay. Wow, we have a lot of voters. So, before that, do you agree that if the year is uneventful, it means that it is actually a good year? Like, there's the good news and bad news maybe balances each other, or they say that if it's uneventful, that means that there is actually peace and stability all over the world. There is social progress, there is technological advancement, and the progress is due to the fact that there is no distractions to the society and to the people. So overall, uneventful periods actually allow societies to build a solid foundation for future growth and prosperity. And uh, some people actually believe that year 2000 is uneventful, but it actually opened to a lot of um, developments, especially in terms of technology and maybe politics as well. So let's dive in. Daria means thank you. Jagdish, hello. Yeah, Jamie Rizzo, uneventful is good. Our cat is. Yeah, come here. Come here. Here, come. Come. Hug mommy.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Come here.
So Obi, her or his birthday was yesterday, and he went out on a birthday party scheme outside with his friends, and he was out overnight, and he just went home early morning earlier.
Yeah.
So he had a blast on his birthday. Agun nationality is Filipino. It's not a dog, it's a huge cat.
It's a dog that meows.
Yeah, it's a dog that meows.
Why are you kicking me? Okay.
She wanna say something? Yes, she or he wants to actually get out, and we don't want to let him get out. Oh, hey, say hi to the camera. Hi. Okay, yeah, sit down. Up. Yes. Oh gosh, did you see what he did? He laid down in the keyboard. I think he wants to type in the keyboard, wants to say hi to you all. Argentina, Felix. Okay. We had a quick intermission. Good morning, Indian boy. Martion Paul, we are good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Yes. Come here. Let's talk to our viewers. Oh, I wanna show you how he looks right now. There. Hello. He's just super handsome. Aww. Country name Canada. Boop nose. Boop nose. Boop nose. Okay. Obi. Hi. Hello. Guacamole. Hello. Yes, very chubby. uh, Obi-Wan. Yes. What type of cat? We actually think that he is a Siberian cat, maybe mix. He actually looks like a bobcat with a long tail. Anyways, everybody, please subscribe for OB. Okay, let's check our poll survey now. Oh, 28 people voted. And 39% said they strongly disagree with the statement. 32, oh, it's still moving. It's still moving. It's a meowing dog, yes. So what country you from? Currently living in Canada, but we are originally from the Philippines. Yeah, look like a bobcat. I like. Yes, yes, he does. The only thing that you will know that he's not a bobcat is the tail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a longer tail.
yeah. Okay. India, Sagar, Bharti, Ghana. Oh, this is the first time that we've seen a viewer from Ghana. Hello, Blanca. Hello. Anyways, first reason why they say the year 2000 is being considered as uneventful is because there is a lack of defining cultural identity. So unlike the 1960s, they are identified to be counterculture, or this is the time or the decade where the civil rights is being developed. 1980s, they say that this is an excess decade. There's pop culture. 1990s, this is the rise of the internet, grudge, and optimism. And then the year 2000 are often seen to be lacking when it comes to cohesive cultural or artistic movement. So while they were significant trends like emo, reality TV, and hip hop dominance, they may not feel as iconic or transformative in retrospect. Um, Hello everybody. Funny and insightful. Um, Living in 2000 felt like I was in a big sink that had water swirling all over and slowly moving to the drainage. Does that make sense?
I don't know, from the sounds of it, you probably aren't a fan of the 2000s. Funny,
Yeah.
insightful.
Slowly circling to drop, eventually to drain.
Yeah.
For me, year 2000, where am I? 2000 to 2008. Oh no, 2009. 2008, we met each other. Prior to that, I was just in school. Yeah, it's uneventful for me as well. Like, I'm just focusing at school, nothing's happening.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me, on the other hand, I feel like 2000s, I was just fresh out of college,
Mm-hmm.
first job ever,
Yeah.
and feel like I was just coursing through or autopiloting in life during that time.
When it comes to like TV shows or music, I think that was the time when Britney Spears is famous. Is
Yeah,
it?
that was the height of her popularity, but she
Yeah.
started in 1999, I
Oh.
recall. I think
So
that
she's
was
still part of the year 2000, and I was a fan of Britney Spears, Mandy Moore, the teenage.
the bubblegum pop
Yeah.
culture. So I feel like the 2000s, pop culture wise, most
Yeah.
of it were remnants or the culture from the 90s were bled over to the 2000s. 2000s for me doesn't have a distinct cultural identity.
Uh, hmm. MVA is here. Actually, MVA, we've seen your message while I was about to close. It's just that I already pressed the close button before your message pop out. So
I was like,
I
oh
was not
no.
able to I was not able to hold it last night. I'm so sorry, but thank you for trying to actually be in our live stream last night.
It's like, okay, we're abandoning MVA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
feel like there's a good amount of 2000s era babies here.
Mm,
Must be very easy to count your age when you're born on the year 2000.
yeah.
Like, okay, I'm 25 years old.
Kosi Buaya. Kosi is in Canada. Where in Canada, Kosi? Um, Thank you so much. I'm not sure. I don't know how to read Cyrillic, but thank you, whoever you are. If you want to drop your name, please do. Udit Bat. um, Marshon
Oh,
Paul.
Cosi Voix is in Quebec.
Oh,
Bonjour.
bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
um, Quabena's channel, most of the kids mostly focus on their electronics, which makes attention spans. This might be the start of that era when kids or people actually is starting to use mobile phones.
I mean,
So
2000s were the birth of MySpace, what,
yeah,
Friendster,
yeah,
then eventually Facebook in
yeah.
mid 2000s. So it was during that time that we started to live or populate more often in the digital
Mm.
world.
Rich kids have phones already for sure. So, yeah, I think that is the time when some kids are actually starting to focus more on their phones or online rather than interacting in person.
I mean, the only good thing about the earlier days of the internet, because we still don't have smartphones, so we don't have to carry the internet in our pockets. So there is still times when we have to disconnect and, of course, live in the present or live in
Mm-hmm.
the real world.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with of course, with the advent of smartphone, social media is inescapable. Internet is inescapable. Every a large portion of our lives nowadays revolve on the internet. But back in the early days of the social media, or MySpace,
Mm-hmm.
what Friendster, or what have you, I mean, at least there's still portions of our day-to-day life where we get to disconnect.
Mm-hmm. Sushil Gurung, we are good. Thank you for asking. How are you? MVA, early 2000s were my internet days, YouTube break, and Lively. Fun times. Not heard of Lively. Have you?
I don't know. I think it's similar to Vine's NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I think I came across that. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
it's not wildly popular in the Philippines. But crazy to think that you mentioned YouTube, because back in
Mm-hmm.
mid 2000s, YouTube used to be free. It used to be like the purpose of doing YouTube is for like an online journal for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, of course, YouTube has dominated the media space. Crazy how YouTube evolved from being a online journal to a form of media, alternative media.
MVA said Live Leak had gore stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know if any one of you. I'm not gonna recommend this to the kids, but
Don't mention.
yeah,
We
yeah,
might
you
have
might
kids
probably
here.
gonna scramble and look for that on the internet. But back in the day, you have free access to ghastly gore, real life gore footages. Back in the early days of the internet, I
Mm.
forgot what was the name of this site, but it was a popular site back in the day.
So, Victa, he's saying bye. So, Victor, thank you so much for dropping by. We hope to see you in our next live stream. United States, hello. Thank you for being here. Michelle Peace, hello. Star Sky, currently nowadays inflation is hitting in every part of countries. People don't have time for socializing. People are more engaged in earning of money more. Well, based on personal experience, I think I would agree to that.
Yeah, we're mostly focused on trying to make both end
Yeah.
meet, trying to find the next hustle because
Mm-hmm.
everything is just so expensive.
Mm-hmm. And Chihuahua King Kong, hello from French. Bonjour.
Bonjour. ¿Cómo ça va?
Bonjour.
Just trying to flex.
um, what is the time there now? Here it's 10:01 a.m. Oh, where are you from, Star Sky? Right now it's 9:32 p.m. Here in Calgary.
Mountain Standard Time.
Yes, Fortnite is the best. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. Um, Karmat the Frog, condolences to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Um, G-Wag. Mikey, hello. Anyways, um, let me check our pool again so we can start a new pool survey. So for the year 2000, being an uneventful decade, 44 people voted. 45% said they strongly agree to the statement. 16% said somewhat agree. 7% said somewhat disagree. And 32% said strongly disagree. Okay. So I think our winner, most of our people here strongly agree with the statement that the 2000 decade is uneventful. Um, Karmat the Frag, thank you. Reka Bates is asking if we are done with dinner.
Yes, we are. How about your Recabanes? Are you done
Yes.
with your meals?
Ranjit Manohar, where are you from? Originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. Anyways, let me end this pool now. What did you guys have for dinner?
Well,
Pizza.
pizza and adobo.
Yeah, he had pizza and then I find the pizza salty, so I pivot and ate rice with chicken pork adobo. Obi starving. Oh, look at what he's doing.
He's basically just grooming
Oops.
himself. He spends probably a good amount of his day-to-day activities grooming.
Yeah.
He's a vain cat. Yeah, we need to look. He probably has a Vader, one of our neighborhood cats.
Hi. Hi. Okay. Anyways. Um I had rice.
Oh, rice is life.
Crazy combo. Star Sky. Large number of people are struggling for survival and there are few people living luxurious life. Brand addicted people. So this gap is increasing. Old says rich becoming richer, poor becoming poor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's mostly the case for a long time.
Yeah. Um for the most part maybe. Yes.
But I wouldn't say to some extent that
Yeah.
those brand addicted people are really rich because
Yeah.
one of my jobs here in Canada, I used to work in a luxury store.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, most of these clientele are middle class
Mhm.
who's trying to keeping up with the Joneses. They would have multiple credit card debts just to look the part. But it's wild to think of it because like some people have their priorities bent up that they would rather drown in debt just to satisfy their whims and buy those unnecessary luxurious items, quote unquote.
And I think not really all people, like the poor people becoming poorer. Maybe it would still depend on how you lift yourself up and how you work for yourself to actually get out of the current situation. Like for us, we were not really rich. We came from a humble beginning. Our families are not really rich, but we do try hard to survive and not be able to be in that same situation as we are before. We did not really become rich. We are still not rich, but
I think life is better, I
we
would
are
say.
in a better place right now than we were before. Let's just say it like that. Well, anyways, we are moving away from our topic. Let's move back. I am actually about to create a new poll survey.
Oh, hello, Leandro Ezequiel Casco from Argentina. Thank you for
So,
watching.
what was your favorite cultural trend from the 2000? As far as what I've mentioned earlier, um, reality TV,
And also, hello,
emo
greetings to
music,
Carlos Icias.
social media, social media emergence, and fashion trends.
Yeah, and also to respond to Fun Insightful, I agree that the 2000s is probably the decade when globalization hit, was starting to take place. So yeah, I feel like 2000s the world was starting to get smaller because of the advancements in internet. I mean, it was also during that time that the airfare travels are starting to get more affordable, that even lower middle class are able to do it. So
Mm.
yeah.
I like rice. Us too.
Oh yeah.
By recompense. Rice is life. MBA is so fluffy. Yes, he is. Um, hello. I'm not sure how to read this. Um, Chinese. Is this Chinese?
I'm not sure. I think it is Japanese,
Japanese.
or I
Hello.
could be wrong.
Yeah, please confirm. Um, Leandro Ezequiel Casco. Saludos desde Rosario, Santa Fe, Argentina. Argentina. I only understand saludos and Argentina. Um, MBA was so fluffy. The cat, yeah. Um, Obi got a lot of hair. Oh yes, especially in the tail. Very fluffy tail. You know, sometimes if we are cold, just hug Obi and he will give you enough warm. um, middle class people are competing with brands instead of socializing each other and living real life like in 2000s. Okay, so next, let me see the pool survey first. So we have 5 people who voted. 40% they like the reality TV shows. 60% emo music. What reality TV show in the year 2000 do you like the most for
Well,
those who
I
voted?
think that was the decade when Survivor came out of TV. What else? The
Mm.
Amazing Race.
The Big Brother as well? Is
It was only big in the Philippines, but in some
yeah.
European countries, it was also a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Western world, in some part of the globe, it's a global phenomenon. The Amazing Race, Survivor,
Mm.
and I think that was also the decade when we had probably the first influencer ever to come out, Paris Hilton.
Mm. Oh.
So we have Paris Hilton to blame for all these influencers.
Um, Hello, Alexander. I just translated the Cyrillic words that you've typed. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. MVA, for me, the internet peaked during the MySpace era. Perfect balance for IRL and internet social life.
I would agree. I
Mm.
mean, that was a non-toxic social media, non-invasive, and everyone is just happy to be there.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh yeah, I
I
love
like
Google
Goo Goo
Dolls.
Dolls. Funny and insightful evanescence. like Bring Me to Life. Is that the title of the song, or that's
Yeah,
just the
one of their songs, one of
yeah.
their singles, Switchfoot. Yeah.
Switchfoot and
Oh,
Amy
oh,
Winehouse.
she was a cautionary
Yeah.
tale. Okay.
Friends, MVA, Friends. Oh, I didn't know Friends is in the 2000s. I thought that's in the 90s.
It was in late. I think it started in late '90s or mid '90s, and then
Mm-hmm.
it bleed out to the 2000s. I think the series ended in the 2000s.
Mm. Srinivas Ravula, hi. Lost Doctor House, Jag. By Funny and Insightful.
Yeah, Lost was also a big deal back in the day.
Doctor House, Jag. Um, Srinivas Ravula. Originally from the Philippines, currently living in Canada. I still listen to Evanescence. Um, MVA Doctor House is or was so good. Funny and insightful.
Okay, for those interested, Funny Insightful is available through mail order. Let's just put it out there.
Radiyada from Tirupati. Hi, how are you? Good. Thank you for asking. How about you? Um, Funny and insightful. NCIS and CSI also started the police procedure drama series. Ah.
Oh yeah, there were multiple spin-offs of that show for some
I
reason.
I remember a TV series starred by Jennifer Gardner.
Alias.
Elias, is that in the 2000 as
Yeah, it
well?
was in the 2000s. It
Oh.
was in 2002, I believe, three. That was
Mm-hmm.
also a good TV series though.
Mm. Star Sky, today you brought nice topic to the discussion. I really appreciate this topic. Me and my colleague who belongs from the 90s born discuss the same while having tea or coffee at canteens. Thank you. We do like earlier we were thinking about what topic to discuss, and we were like discussing what would be something that could, you know, for our viewers to relate as well. So yeah, this is something that we thought, and I hope in the coming days we would be able to think of um, topics that are actually something that is of interest to all of you. Um, it's still, yeah, she is MVA. I agree. Jennifer Gardner is
Yeah.
still.
Anyone who watched the Deadpool and Wolverine,
Mhm.
Jennifer Garner reprised her role as Elektra from the year 2000s. She still has it.
Yeah. Anyways, let me check the pool survey. Um, United States of America. Do you say my name is Niker? Hello, Niker. Nice to see you here, like virtually. Thank you for dropping by. Anyways, let me check our pool survey. So, reality TV 36%, emo music 43%, social media emergence. Oh, it's moving. Okay, I'll check that later since it's still moving. Next would be um of course technological transition. Let's move to another one because we've touched that one.
Oh, so
Um
reality TV and emo music is started at 40.
oh.
I feel like 20% of that votes is from MVA
Next would be nostalgia bias. So people often view past decades through a nostalgic lens, especially the ones they grew up in. For those who didn't experience the 2000s as a formative period, the decade might feel less significant or memorable compared to earlier eras. And currently, it's the Gen Z and millennials who are particularly known for the nostalgic tendencies. And for Gen Z, I don't know, but they are the ones who actually like feel nostalgia on those decades where they have not really experienced. And millennials, of course, the 2000s are the time when it's their formative years. It's our formative years, and that's why we have nostalgia bias to that. So I think I'm gonna create another pool survey on this, but let me have you all finish voting for this current one. Space Jam. I watched Space Jam when I was in high school, like the first one.
No, I think the Space Jam was back in
Yeah.
1996, 1997. It was in
Yeah.
late 90s.
Yeah. Also elementary. And every time I say like elementary, I mean high school. Maybe some of you there are computing my age now. I'll let you guess. um oops. Yes. Yeah. Fear Factor was cool. So Fear Factor, Marky.
Yeah, I remember Fear Factor. I think there was a great number of off-brand imitators, local TV shows in the Philippines with Fear Factor, because that show was ahead of its time.
MVA, Obi is trying to Jedi mind trick you into giving him treats. Oh, um, what's this? Uh, Wait. Lizzie McGuire, Ripsky Doo. Lizzie McGuire or early Disney?
Well, who mentioned Lizzie McGuire? I need to know
What?
who
Uh,
referenced Lizzie McGuire.
Ripsky Doo.
Oh, okay.
Ripsky Doo, I think, is our new viewer.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
hello. Thank you for being here and for participating.
Oh,
Um,
Pearl Jam. Oh, yeah, Pearl Jam's one
uh,
of the coolest bands.
Star Sky, logically topics. This means from Canada to earthen countries, 90s people are thinking the same, comparing today's ongoing to early 90s or 2000s. Um, J King, his name is um, early Disney and Nickelodeon, good stuff. That happened in 2000 as well.
Yeah.
Ripskidoo. Hi guys, hello Ripskidoo. I like your name, Ripskidoo. uh, Kubi Drew, hi! Thank you for being here. So, Kubi Drew, our topic for tonight is we are discussing the reason why some people think that the year or the decade 2000s is being considered the uneventful decade.
The Rugrats.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Rocket Power and American Eagle by Reginald Riley.
Is an American Eagle like a clothing brand?
Yeah? Are you referring to a clothing brand? We're discussing how the future is doomed. Just reminiscing. Okay. Yes, yes, he does. Um, so yeah, so maybe you're one of those people who voted for fashion trends. Reginald Riley.
Did anyone wore one of those ugly elephant pants back in the 2000s?
What does it look like?
They are like really big baggy pants.
Oh, like
And then
could you say my name? My name is Nike. Niker, hello. Marky, is there to do that? Oh,
let me Google that.
oh. I think I'm missing comments in my phone, so I'm gonna look here. Jinko jeans. So is a decade 2000 about music or what? Well, um, we've discussed about reality TV shows, music, technology like the rise of social media, um, and fashion. Kubi. Funny and insightful. Another thing I remember from 2000 is knowing how lives of humans are easily outweighed over profitability, like war, profiteering, higher taxes, and prices. Also, inflation started compounding.
Yeah,
Oh.
I feel like in the 2000s, it was during the height of the Iraq War and Syrian War.
Mm.
So I feel like everyone was just warmongering during that decade. And
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, the 2008, what was that? Financial crisis? That was a
Yeah.
tough one, especially for us
Yeah.
millennials.
I'm not sure. There's a movie about recession because of the housing in the United States. Um, The Big Short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it in the 2000 as well?
Yeah.
Hmm. Uh, Recession in 2008. Oh, yes. And that's because of the housing Ripskidu, right? Hello from Chile, Mauricio Troncoso Rivera. Hi. 9/11 to yes, Ripskidu
Oh, geez, I
9/11.
remember that day. Like,
Yeah.
I remember going home during the 9/11 attacks. I was like, why are people so unease?
Yes.
And also, for some reason, during the 2000s, after the 9/11, there seems to be a string of terror attacks
Mm-hmm.
because I remember back in my hometown,
Mm-hmm.
there's widespread bombing of airports,
Mm-hmm.
fish ports.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That
Yeah.
was a difficult time as well.
Mm-hmm. So Reginald Riley and Sync.
Oh, and
And
sick.
Sync. Is Backstreet Boys on the same
Yeah, they're basic.
decade?
It's
Yeah.
basic back in the 90s or early
NSYNC
2000s.
and
It's
yeah.
either you're a Backstreet Boy fan or an NSYNC fan.
Yeah. And the other the A1, they are the less popular one.
Yeah, they're the less
Yeah.
popular ones.
Ripskidu. Okay, what about Ice Ice Baby?
That was 90s. That was early 90s. Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. Um, what
Oh,
else?
Peter North was like, can you discuss the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah,
Oh.
for some reason, there's a good amount of fun, game shows back in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Deal or No Deal?
Yeah, Deal or
What
No Deal. I
else?
like that.
What else? I think
Name the
Greed.
price. Is it? Am I?
If the Price is Right
Oh, if
was
the
it
price is
started in the
right.
90s.
Yeah. Who's the host on that one? Like the one that he mentioned. I can't see it here.
Oh, Jeopardy. Yeah, Jeopardy was a good one as well.
Yeah. Reginald Riley, thank you for subscribing. The economy because of that. Yeah. Yeah. I got to understand the concept of that when I watched that movie, The Big Short. So it's very interesting.
Ripskidoo was like hip hop also took off in the 2000s. Yes, I mean
Mm.
it did started in the early 1990s with Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
and then it flew off the rails during the 2000s, of course, with PDD back in the day when he
Mm-hmm.
was still.
uh, Ripskidu, Bob Barker.
Oh, was Bob Barker the? Oh, okay, I thought it was Howie Mandel. It's
Oh.
probably he took over Bob Barker at some
Mm.
point.
Okay. Drew Carey, I think. Drew Carey. You know Drew Carey?
Not really.
Let's Google. Sometimes we don't know the name, but we would recognize the face. Let us see the who is this Drew Carey. Oh, him. Yeah. Anyways, next would be um I think we are touching all of our talking points as we go by our conversation. So let me just Um, Politics. As much as possible. Actually, I don't want to talk about politics here because that's kind of broad and
Divisive as well.
divisive. And yeah, let's leave that. Media and entertainment overload. We've touched this, but I'm just gonna mention this as well. So the 2000s saw an explosion of media content thanks to the internet and cable TV. This abundance can make it harder for specific cultural moments to stand out as opposed to earlier decades when media consumption was more limited and shared. Ah, I see that. I see that. Yeah.
Uh,
So the the um the impact or the effect of artists before, like celebrities before, are much higher compared to when social media has started.
I mean, it makes
And
sense because
yeah.
like before social media effectively democratized opinion.
Mm,
Back then, we don't have anyone. We only rely on the opinions of
mm,
celebrities and public personalities in terms of
mm,
what to buy,
mm,
who to trust.
yeah.
But with the advent of social media, I guess that's one of the positives things that social media
Mm,
or the current social climate has allowed us
mm.
or gifted us.
Yes. And before, celebrities are actually like mysterious. We have limited information about them. But right now, like I think almost all, um, we know more about the celebrities right now than before, and that makes them less mysterious, and the curiosity of people are lesser. And if you notice, before, people go crazy, like the fans of like Elvis Presley and all the others, during Elvis Presley's time. The fans are acting much crazier with the presence of these celebrities than compared to when social media actually emerged.
Oh, that one magic show where the guy wearing a mask chops somehow flips in half. I think you were referring to the Breaking the Magician's Code. I think I've seen that show.
um Happy Gilmore 2 coming out, I think. Oh, really?
Oh, they're making a
There's,
sequel after all these years?
yeah?
Is that a necessary sequel? I don't know. I hope it lives up to the original.
Yeah. It's my favorite show. Um, is it gonna be starred by the same celebrities? I forgot the names.
Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm. The Matrix was late 90s, early 2000s, and Mission Impossible big blockbuster action movies. Yes,
I mean,
QB.
it's funny that you mentioned The Matrix because
Come here.
looking back, one
Come
of
here.
the more memorable quotes about The Matrix is they refer to as the 1999 as the peak of human civilization.
Yeah.
Looking back, I seem to be more tenable about that. Like I seem to, believe what they were offering or the idea that they
Mm.
were serving that the 1999 was the peak of human civilization.
Funny and insightful. We started seeing lip lock kisses in cable TV in early 2000s. That was awkward family movie
Yeah,
times.
exactly. I feel like during the 90s, the kissing scenes were more, I would say, conservative
Mm.
and modest. But in 2000s, you watch teen shows or what you thought to be family-oriented shows, and you see this aggressive kissing scenes. That was an awkward watch with the family. Exactly.
MVA, who here used makeshift antennas for cable?
Yeah, I did.
um, Rabbit Ears by Ripskidoo.
Rabbit ears. Is that what the
Um, where am I? Cat run. Yeah, Obi keeps on coming back here. Get one's attention in the conversation. I know, right?
hmm,
Ripskidoo, Chris Angel, David Blaine too.
Oh yeah, I remember those. They were like celebrity magicians.
Mm.
I wonder where they are now. Do they still have
Mm.
careers? I guess not.
Steve Rocket, fans still go nuts for the members of Blackpink. Yes, actually.
I would say so.
Yeah. Lot of such shows in AXN. Did you guys have AXN as a channel?
Yeah,
No,
I remember
no
in the
for me.
cable.
Yeah.
That's why I miss back in the days when we have cable because you just pay for one
Mm-hmm.
subscription fee and you have all these channels.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays you have to pay separately for Netflix,
Yeah.
HBO Max,
Mm.
Paramount,
Crave. There's just
Disney
lots of
Plus.
them.
This is wild. Capitalism is just unchecked nowadays.
Rekka Baines, OB is a he. What does AXN stand for? I don't know.
I don't know as well.
Let's Google. What does AXN stand for?
And does AX still operate nowadays? I don't seem to see anyone referring to
Action
the channel.
Extreme Network.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, it's actually a channel brand by Sony
Okay.
Pictures Television.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I was today years old when I learned that.
Never heard of it. Oops, there's lots. I don't want to miss any important comments.
We have James Ospina.
Oh, yeah.
Que linda eres, mis saludos y respetos desde Mexico con amor.
Love from Mexico? Is that it? Well, hi, James. Ospina, thanks for being here. Mauricio Troncoso Rivera, I believe that the trend of people since the 2000s was social movements. Since from the 2000s onwards, not many improvements were generated in music or movies. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if you guys recall, but back in 2008, the first Iron Man was released. And little did we know that it will be, for the next 10 years, the dominating pop culture Marvel. And also back in 2008 as well, The Dark Knight was also released. So this, I would say my favorite summer movie year was 2008.
Yeah.
Because that was the year when The Dark Knight and Iron Man, the first Iron Man, was released.
Alien, oh, 2000s, sweet 2000s, rise of internet. I started using internet around 2005, I guess. Nokia phones, excruciatingly slow internet, instant messengers, the dial-up internet.
The dial-up internet.
Yeah. Instant messengers like MIRC.
Yeah, Yahoo Chat as well.
Yeah,
I'm
Yahoo
not sure if any one
Chat.
of you used Yahoo
Yeah.
Chat.
Rabbit ears for antennas.
Oh yeah.
Oops. I think I scrolled too far. Do any of you remember the OG social media Orkut? What's that?
I think it was not released in the Philippines. I think
Yeah.
I remember Funny Insightful mentioning that Orkut was big in India and Brazil. But in the Philippines, the go-to social media application was Friendster. Friendster, and second is MySpace.
MVA, interesting. I think what we had was Cinemax and HBO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, us too. Alien, no, you don't have to. You only need to pay for internet. Earlier, it used to be torrent, and now it's Streamio.
Oh yeah. I think there's still torrent. You can still torrent, but with the proliferation of web-based streaming, it's
Anti-piracy. Yes.
way easier.
You wanna come here? Come here.
No.
Yeah. Look what we have here.
Alien 2008 Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Rip Skidoo, movies were pretty great until 2015. I would say so. I feel like the dominance of Netflix severely affected the quality of movies. Some of the movies right now feel like they're made for TV, and they feel like the production value or the production aesthetics
Mm-hmm.
are just too bad and
Yeah.
not too well thought.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Pritam Sarki, sit. Okay.
Oh no.
Pritam Sarki, hi. Good morning. Good evening here. Oh,
What do you want?
yes.
You want to go out?
Alien. Oops, nope, I've read that already. 2008 Dark Knight. Um, Shout out to my fellow pirates.
Yes. Anyone who used LimeWire, Torrent, they're my people.
We used to mock Netflix for their DVD service. Then they blew up.
Exactly. I mean, it's crazy to think that Netflix, their first business model was delivering DVDs.
Mm-hmm. Pritam Sarki, as far as I remember, there used be per spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Perf Spot. It's
Okay.
probably one of those pirate. What?
Mauricio Troncoso Rivera. Before the 2000s, there were many changes in movies and musics, but later the focus was more on technology and discussion platforms like this one, for example.
Oh, funny insightful is a question.
Mm.
Do you think a political agenda has been behind the scenes of movie, music, videos, and media narratives in production? Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expound, but you know what I mean. I mean, even before, way before, most pop culture are injected with
Mm-hmm.
some sprinkles of agenda.
Yeah. So an update on our last or latest pool survey. Favorite cultural trend in the 2000s, reality TV 50%, emo music 24%, social media emergence 13%, and fashion trends 13%. So everybody or most of us are um, much more interested with the reality TV in the year 2000. So let me end. What?
And they was like, "Suck it, Hollywood pirates for life." Yeah, with the prices of movie tickets right now, I don't know, and with the abuses of streaming platforms, yes, pirates for life, I'd say.
No.
Part of the reason movies Alien, it's from Alien. Part of the reason movies don't look like movies anymore is because of digital camera. They don't use films anymore. Digital render looks very different to those have seen the analog films. I would agree so. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not sure if you guys agree, but visual effects or CGI, they tend to translate better with film type of cameras or 8 millimeters as opposed to digital. When you use digital cameras, the CGI looks way too cartoonish.
Mm-hmm. So I just started a new pool survey. So what era do you feel nostalgia? So is it the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s, and the 2000s? So let's see if 2000s are really uneventful, and if there are actually people who find this decade nostalgic. Okay. Ripskido, did you read this already,
Yeah,
Marky?
Ripsky Doo was
Okay.
like, no, the movies are just bad, man. It's the writing, it's the lackluster, and there's too many movies that copy old ideas or remake the movies.
Yeah.
I would agree so. I feel like nowadays, like Hollywood or the production companies are creatively bankrupt that they would tend to recycle old ideas.
Mm-hmm. So while you're answering, have fun with Obi's cuteness.
Yeah, let's discuss stuff while looking at Obi's fluffy face.
Uh, oops.
Alien was like,
Yeah.
1990s was cool because I was released in 1990s. You were mid condition back in the 1990s, alien. Oh, 90s. NBA. I barely remember the 90s, but I grew up in the 90s. So I think NBA was probably born in the 90s. So it's a younger millennial.
Oh.
2000s reminds me of my favorite quote: "Humankind is the only mammal that dies before growing up." From
Oh.
Sunny Insightful. We're very. We
Where
see.
where is that? Is that from the movie?
Oh, okay, NBA is born in 1993.
Oh.
So NBA was born the same year when Jurassic Park was released. The first Jurassic Park. Trivia.
So, our pool survey says 75% feels nostalgic for the 1990s. 12% 1970s, and 12% 2000, and 1980s are is actually nothing. So maybe it's really the 1980s that is uneventful.
Uneventful.
98 for me, but still feel like the nostalgia from 90s.
Oh, Ripsky is a
No,
younger. Oh no, he is Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Hello, Ha from China. Mauricio Troncoso Rivera, in my opinion, the movies and songs had a lot of variety because there was a lot of hope for future life. But after the 2000s, the music and movies focused on aliens and the end of the world of the human. Uh,
I think
of
partly
the yeah.
because we were immersed in entertainment or pop cultures in the 70s and 80s, where we imagined the 2000s to be what, a decade of enlightenment, a decade of advancement, and then we arrived to the actual 2000s. We were disappointed because it
Mhm.
didn't bring us all of those promises.
MVA, when I hear the 80s, first thing that comes to mind is metal hair and AIDS.
Yeah, that was for some reason. Yeah, that was the decade where we had AIDS pandemic. I
Mm.
feel like that's probably the decade when we just discovered AIDS. And yes,
Mm.
80s, the outrageous hair, glam rock.
A funny and insightful no, it's from a novel I read. Ah, the quote refers to how human remains human in childhood and then stops growing. After 2010, the floodgates of tech opened and we didn't leave after that. We just got by. Oh, I like that. What's the name of the novel? Do you remember? I think I'd like to read that as well. Skystar, as far as I know, people now are prefer YouTube for all the entertainment as compared to watching TVs or movies on theater. Yes, actually, like for us,
Yeah,
we would tend to prefer watching YouTube than movies or TV
Netflix.
shows in Netflix and all those other live
Streaming platforms.
streaming platforms.
And also for the first
Yeah.
time in history, like the legacy media has been losing what audiences to YouTube and other what independent podcasters or journalists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people tend to give their trust
Oh,
to actual podcasters
rightly.
than traditional media.
So funny and insightful said it's the preface to Humanity Week. One moment, let me get.
Oh, Kobe Drew
Mhm.
was asking if we can check the votes.
Votes? Okay. Let's see. So, 18% 1970s, 1990s 9%, year 2000s 18%, and 1990s is 55%. Wow.
And Alien was like, attention span is going down, so it's hard
Mm-hmm.
for many people to commit to a movie or a series now. Short form
Mm-hmm.
content is taking over.
Yes.
Yeah, we have TikTok to blame for that.
Mm-hmm.
We have been what, immersed in instant gratification. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know about you guys, but for some reason, like I used to believe that full stop until
Mhm.
what was the movie again? Oppenheimer, a
Oh,
three
Oppenheimer, yeah.
hour biopic. So that reached nearly a billion. So I think there's still people looking for quality entertainment. It's just that I don't know. For the most part, we tend to gravitate towards instant short form videos. But
Mhm.
given the chance, we would still opt for what long form entertainment
Mm.
if it's worth the time and of course worth the cost.
Mm. Um, Tamil Best Comedy, hello. Uh, Mauricio Troncoso Rivera, for example, let's remember that the 2012 movie The World Was Ending.
Yeah, remember that movie?
I don't know that movie.
A disaster movie
Yeah.
2012 because back
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I think I remember. Yeah. Ripskidoo, Not Hard for Me, the comedy. Let's Start a Cult was great, people. Just don't make great movies or original ones.
Yeah, I feel like comedy died back in the 2000s because when we reached what 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
everyone was just, hyper what progressive,
Mm-hmm.
that anything that you say or do can be tagged as what hateful or misconstrued. So that's why comedy tend to be more what aggressive or fearless, I'd say.
Uh, Ripskidoo, TikTok brains, ew. MVA, technology advanced too fast. Yeah. Especially nowadays. Ripskidoo, I'm telling you, good movies will always be good. Alien, yeah, we survived 2012 without those ships.
Yeah.
Begmatov Nuruddin, hello from Uzbekistan. Hi. Thank you for being here. Um, Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Um, I should also say that 2000s was the decade that I last planted a tree. And fellow chatters, when did you plant your last tree? I can't remember, to
Oh,
be
I did
honest.
plant my last tree probably around pre-COVID 2019
Mm-hmm.
because funnily enough, I worked for the environment ministry in the Philippines before moving here in Canada. So
Mm.
it's mandatory
It's
for us.
mandatory for him. Star Sky, I agree with him. Nowadays, nobody has patience in watching entertainment due to TikTok, Insta Reels, YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Rekha Baines, I'm enjoying the chat. Us
Oh, I'm glad you're
too.
enjoying. Adonis Rockstar, me
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
I
enjoying the
hope you don't feel
thoughts.
excluded because you are a Gen Z Adonis.
Alien, being a comedian is more dangerous than being in a war conflict. People are getting slapped, dude, for a joke. Yeah. Um, Being a comedian, they don't have HR to reprimand them of what they are saying. Nan, where are you from? We are originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. Okay. Ripskido, speaking of 2000s and comedy, Chappelle was revolutionary for shows like Tosh O and Key Peels.
Oh yeah, I love Jordan Key and Peele. I still
Mm,
watch their show.
mm,
I mean, I still watch their shorts on YouTube.
yeah, Chappelle Show.
Yeah,
Chappelle.
I mean, you Dave Chappelle is probably one of the only few remaining people that are uncancelable. Even if
Mauricio Troncoso Rivera. So I'm enjoying the conversation. Oh, thank
thank
you.
you, and we're so happy that you
Thank
can join
you.
us as well,
Yeah, and we
Mauricio.
are happy that the topic that we have chosen for tonight is actually something that you are currently enjoying. So let's check our poll survey. 1970s, 33%. 1980s, 7%. 1990s, 47%. And 2000s, 13%. So 1980s is a little bit behind. So I think it's not really the 2000s that are uneventful, but actually the 1980s.
What?
This is a surprise.
So surprising. I mean, the 80s gave birth to the original Star Wars, Indiana
Mhm.
Jones,
Yeah.
Jaws, the modern blockbuster. But anyway, each to his own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, as we've said earlier during the start of this live stream, this is mostly subjective, so it will depend on the perspective of our viewers. So,
No, MVA voted for 80s.
three
I'm
times.
probably the one. I, I probably constitute the entire 17% of the 1980s.
Walk away from 50 million by funny and insightful.
He's probably referring to Dave Chappelle.
Elian Chappelle is a legendary man. He didn't fall for the corporate greed. Ripskidoo commercial from the 2000s and 90s were hilarious too, especially the drug commercials from the 90s. Oh,
Yeah,
is
remember
there?
that. This is your brain on drugs.
Oh. um. Ripskidoo. Yeah, Chappelle walked away from a 100 mil to be with his family and distance himself from Comedy Central.
Oh, wow. And
I
also,
mean
I think,
Hollywood.
yeah, I think I mentioned this on our other streams. Like, Dave Chappelle is married to a Filipina.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, his wife is a Filipina.
Okay. So, with our pool survey, I think 1990s is the winner, seconded by the 1970s. And then, 1980s and 2000s are now a tie.
What?
So, it's a tie now for the 2000s and 1980s.
I think there's
Good
probably
stuff.
not a whole lot of Gen Xers in the audience
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yes. Okay. So I think this is the end of our live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you, and you have enjoyed our live stream. I picked the 2000s because I met my first GF in
Oh,
MySpace.
wow. It just slid into the your then GF's
Mauricio Rivera, the change from the 80s to the 90s was very interesting because of all the social changes regarding movies and music. Since the 2000s, the focus was more on the internet and digital relationships.
agree.
Yeah, Obi agrees
Even
too.
Obi agrees as well.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Funny and insightful. If you could remove one thing from 2000, what would you remove? Do you want me to do a pool survey for that?
If I were to
Let's
answer
do a
that,
last pool survey.
yeah. I mean, I personally, I would probably wish that the 9/11 didn't happen. I don't know, because when it happened, there was a domino effect worldwide.
Okay. If you could remove something in 2000, what would it be? So, 9/11 for one. I'm gonna add emo music. What else? Um,
Funny inside was like he'd remove social media.
oh,
I think not remove entirely, or probably just revert back to the earlier days of social media, like MySpace, when we're not trust or forced to live in the social media round the clock.
Great Recession. And then what? Social media? I'll add social media.
And it was like, how dare you include emo music? Blasphemy.
Let's just see. Maybe there are people who wants to remove emo music. Okay. So, the choices are 9/11, emo music, Great Recession, and the social media.
I think I'm gonna vote emo music just to piss NBA off.
Oh. Social media. Oh. Just certain things, yeah. Nah, dude, we are the original social media generation. Don't remove that. Okay, let's wait for the result.
Yeah, I agree with Alien. We are indeed the original social media group.
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason, I mean, we do have disagreements back in the day in social media, but it's not as toxic with what we see right now with current
Yeah.
social media.
Well, I like the social media in in its early years, like the Friendsters, the early days of Facebook, but right now I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, because back then we agreed to disagree. We don't force our
Mhm.
beliefs to anyone.
Mhm.
Like we just,
And we're
and
just excited to, find some news about our old friends, the people that we previously know, and we just want to check on them in social media. But right now, it has evolved into
what, a
something.
cesspool. Okay, let's bring back positive social media, you guys,
Yes.
because we were the original
I
social media.
love social media, but the positive side of it, like in the early days. um, Social media gave everyone a platform. It was supposed to give a voice. Not everyone needs a platform.
Yes.
AI is now a part of all our social media. True. Um, I will say only in 2000. It's like I know nothing. um, which ruins the algorithm. Alien, people were talking back then, sharing stuff, knowledge. You can still find traces of it in the corners of Reddit. Yeah, I like Reddit for that. But mostly it's gone. Almost everything is curated.
Yeah, it's funny because I tend to go back to the past videos, the early videos in YouTube. You
Mm-hmm.
can feel how different the landscape back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone was just happy to contribute. Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone, there's probably a good amount of tutorial videos
Yeah.
during the early days of YouTube and social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone is excited to be part of that new frontier.
Yeah. Mauricio Troncoso Rivera, thank you. Thanks for the chat. I must sleep. In Chile, it's 2:26 a.m. I will subscribe, and my apologies for my vocabulary because I'm learning English. No worries, Mauricio. We are all learning English here. It's totally understandable. English is not our first language, but at least we know the language, right? So, anyways, have a great night's sleep, and thank you so much. See you in our next live stream. Um, I, I, I did it to force corny life quotes on people's homepage.
What the heck?
Alien, you heard that conspiracy that maybe AI is already sentient, but it's not revealing itself? Oh, really?
Have you seen that video in China where they use like an AI robot for crowd control? And
Mm.
apparently, quick second, the robot just went berserk
Mm.
by its own. So that doesn't bode well for our future.
Alien, so that you don't shut it down. That's scary to think about, MVA. Pritam Sarki, once there was threatening conception media would be misused, but somehow it has made it so far after the inclusion of internet and made it available to general public. Good night, Mauricio. So let's check our poll survey. Um, 9/11, 36%. Emo music 9%, Great Recession 27%, tied with social media, that is 27% as well. So 9/11 is winning. Even myself, I don't. That is a very unfortunate event, and a lot of people has lost someone in that um tragedy. And I've actually read a book about that. It's written by a wife who lost her husband um, during that event. So her husband is in one of the flights that crashed in the building, and that guy managed to call 911 while the event is happening. And what a coincidence that the operator who answered is actually of the same name as his wife. And so the husband is talking to the operator as if he was talking to his wife, and it would seem that it's their last conversation. So it's a pretty sad movie, or a book. Um, I forgot the title, but the victim in there is named Todd Bremer, and the wife is Lisa Bremer. If you want to search that on Google, it kind of scares me really. A lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon without understanding it fully. If it can get on web, it can virtually exist everywhere. By Alien. Oh, one day we need conspiracy theories as the topic. 9/11 AI alien
Oh
scams.
yeah, we should
Why
probably do
not?
a
I
discussion
love
about
that.
famous or
Oh, yeah, the famous conspiracy theories.
yeah.
Oh.
I love conspiracy theories, don't you guys?
Let's see theories.
Subservience, is that the one with Megan Fox?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Probably check that.
Let's make it 50, guys. MBA yeah, you've read that. Star Sky, what is reality? Um, I think Alien is talking to Star Sky. Yeah, okay. MVA, if AI really revolts, we had it coming. Should have never kicked that vending machine.
Yeah, that's why when I do AI prompts, I always start with please and then if the thank you. Just so you
And
know,
say, I appreciate that.
yeah, just
Thank
so
you for the
our future
ideas.
robot overlords know that I'm very polite.
um, Ripskidu and Google CEO says it's the biggest threat to society. Mhm. Funny and insightful. Oh, you all are talking about AI. I'm not worried at all about AI. Ripskidu aliens just turned into Morpheus alien. Prompt the AI with respected sir. um, alien Ripskidu blue or red.
Oh, blue, I was
Yeah.
probably referring to the blue or red pill.
Okay. So I think for our survey, the last poll survey that we have, 42% wants to remove 9/11 in the year 2000s. And Great Recession and social media tied at 25%. 8% for emo music. So a lot of people actually loves emo music. Okay. Oh, it's still moving. Ripski to Oh Canada. Devin Hurtado. Hello, Devin. Hello, Mono Hill. We are good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. So, anyways, for those who are new to our live stream and to those who are silent viewers, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to our channel. Our channel is about us sharing the videos of the places that we have visited here in Canada. Currently, it is concentrated here in Alberta, in Calgary specifically, and in the Bow Valley area. We also share clips of our cats every Wednesdays. We call that midweek meowdness. And then every night we do live streams like this every 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And also we have an upcoming video for those who have been in our live stream. I sometimes mention that we have a dog named Lily. So in one of our upcoming videos, Lily will be in that video. So you will see Lily there. Anyways, um so that's all for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and we really enjoyed this live stream. I think this live stream has beat our previous live stream in terms of likes. So 43 likes. I think this is the most likes that we had so far. So thank you, everybody, for the support.
And thank
And
you so much for your participation. We do
yes,
love reading your comments and sharing your take on the
yes.
discussion. You
Yes.
make every night fun
Yeah.
for everyone.
And you all of those people who are participating in this live stream, in the comments or in the poll survey, you all inspire us to actually go back here every night and do this live stream. So good night, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Bye.